Have you ever hung out with a turtle that you like?
Welcome back to another episode, Glazed and Reviewed. It's me, Sean Mullavey, resident donut king. Here with a good friend, Mr. Jay Light. Hey, thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Alright, so if you're familiar with LA, maybe you recognize where we are. I don't know what you call this, the atrium, the cafeteria, the
farmer's market.
Oh no, I mean, what are we? He is correct. We are at the farmer's market. Yeah, I mean like the space room. What would you call it?
I don't know. I guess
commissary.
This is additional seating.
Yeah. Looks like a World War I hospital. I like it a lot.
Yep.
In the farmer's market, we've got Bob's donuts and coffee right here. Super classic stuff. Although we didn't go the super classic route. Jay Light though, he's a pretty classy guy. He's always got the appearance. He's always buttoned up. He's always got polished, clean, good shit for his material. I'm always jealous. I hate following the guy.
Have you had to follow me that much?
Oh yeah, at the Amazing Comedy Theater with 6 people.
I feel like I follow you more often.
Well, that's because you're better than me. So typically they put you after.
There you go.
That's what happens. The rules of comedy. But anyway, we went typical Glazed, always.
Yeah.
And then my man Jay here, colorful guy, likes to shake it up. M&M donut.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens. They're mini M&Ms. I don't know. Have you ever? There's a thing in my head. Mini M&Ms taste better than regular M&Ms.
Well, you can fit more of it in your mouth. So that's mostly why. Here's what I like about the M&M donut. So I grew up in Texas, and donuts and baked goods and pastries are very, very prominent in Texas.
Okay.
A lot of donut shops, a lot of places where you can get like kolaches and other sort of like Eastern European German pastries.
Got it.
Growing up, church kid, so I had a lot of glazed donuts and regular chocolate donuts. But until I moved to LA and saw there was a much broader wealth of donut options available, I didn't know.
Well, yeah.
Now I see there's things like M&M donuts. You get the best of both worlds. You get a cake donut, you get some vanilla icing, you get chocolate, you get crunch.
Yeah, you get texture, you get everything.
So it's an overload, which is how a donut should feel.
And now, I feel like I've mentioned it on the show, but I do the show because there are currently 680 donut shops in Southern California. There's more in Southern California than there are in all of Manhattan, in all of New York.
Okay.
That's bonkers.
I mean, I buy that. New York's a bagel town. They hate
That's
donuts.
true. And a pizza town, right? I think they have like this equivalent number of pizza places.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going in. Glazed donut. You guys know the drill. Crossmark, always the sure sign of a good donut. These are traditional things. The place is real small, real cool. Smells fucking amazing. The donuts are awesome. Well, we haven't seen it yet, but here.
This is hefty.
It is hefty,
for a raised donut too.
Donut cheers and 1 through 5.
Here we go.
That's good. It's got that. It's got that like.
The Donut King.
Yeah.
Best of descriptions. It's good.
It's got that fair flavor I talk about all the time. Deep fried grease. I mean, it's delicious. It is heavy and dense, but it's like it eats lighter. You know what I mean?
It's really got a good melt in your mouth quality.
It really, really does.
Which is a sign of a good. I think it's a really solid. It's a solid bite. It goes down easy, and it's got what I love about a glazed donut, which is it sticks to your face.
Yeah.
And then you got all these little glazed flecks that you gotta lick off. And I got a lot of lip space to lick off with.
He does have a lot of lip space. Something we talked about in another episode is when the glaze is like, you ever have donuts so sweet it makes your mouth hurt? This is like a perfect sugar level in the glaze. It's so good.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. Because it hits you real strong with the sweetness up front. But then it mellows out. Yeah, and the donut it's not retaining a lot of grease, so it's not like super rich, but it's got the smell of it. That's a good donut. Well, all right, 1 to 5. Oh man, I mean, I'll give that's a solid 4. That's a really good donut. It's not the donut of my dreams. But as far as like a classic glazed donut goes, you can't go wrong. I mean, it makes sense. They've been around since It doesn't say on the box.
Yeah, they updated the box.
They've been around for so long that they don't even need to put the year on the box. That's how good of donut makers they are.
Jay says 4. I'm close. I'm gonna say actually like 4.2. It's a pretty good donut. See, here's the thing.
Why gotta go decimals?
I gotta go decimals because it's what it is. 4.2, super good. I'm impressed. Bob's Donuts. It's a very good start. Now we're moving in. Look at this.
Oh, we're ready. We're going into the.
Look at this fucking donut, dude. This is a heavy donut. The top is heavier than the entire iceberg of dough underneath it.
Right. This is a very, this is a donut, if you know how the water bottle challenge? I feel like I could flip this donut and have it land on its, but, nope, see? It's gonna be like this every single time. Hey!
That's
That's
so stupid. I love it. All right, so this is like a child's wet dream of a donut. Mm-hmm. It's an entire trick-or-treating night's worth of candy in one bite.
A preteen's wet dream. Children don't have wet dreams.
That's true. Well, they don't know what they are. But
when did you start having wet dreams?
I don't know.
I've never had a wet dream that I remembered, but I have woke up coming a couple times, which is even more unsettling because you don't know what you're dreaming
more
about.
Unsettling. Yeah, you're not in contact with the thread.
Yeah,
you experienced it.
We've got cleanup.
Well,
Speaking
once
of good
again, we're off road. All right, so M&M donut, Bob's Coffee and Donuts.
Cheers.
Cheers. Man, it knocked it so hard.
That's your childlike joy coming up through you. You can't even help but laugh. It's a good donut.
Unless you're diabetic, in which case, I don't get this one.
I mean, if you're trying to get diabetic, get this one. That's why I went for a run before I recorded this episode today. Don't spike my insulin, please.
My other guest today went on a run as well. The only person that didn't go on a run is the one that eats 6 donuts a fucking week. And is apparently very irresponsible with his health. This is like 3 different things. It is a cake donut. Mm-hmm. Then the icing itself is so thick that it's got its own flavor.
Yep.
And then an M&M's. It's just...
Well, try and break off like a piece of just the icing by itself.
See, I mean, it is.
Because the icing's real strong, prominent vanilla. Super thick. And then the cake donut itself.
I'm gonna be bouncing.
It's dense.
From sugar.
But it's the same sort of as the raised donut where it's dense but it's not too dense. It feels light once you're actually, the crumb is very good. And then the M&Ms themselves add another layer of crunch and chocolate.
I mean, not a single M&M fell off.
Well, one M&M, two M&Ms
no, that one was already in the box. Now one fell off. It's a bulletproof. It's nearly indestructible.
Yeah.
They broke, but stayed on the donut. All right, one more bite. It's taking my breath away. It's so heavy. Mm-hmm. So much sugar.
You don't need to go for a run. You can remember, this is your workout for the day. It's lifting this donut to your mouth. A lot of curls. Listen, kids. Who needs spinach? Just eat donuts. You'll get big biceps.
It's a 2.5-pound donut. You'll eat a whole donut?
Yes. What kind of question is that?
I could never finish that donut. That is so much sugar. I could eat that many M&Ms or the donut with just the icing. I don't think I can do both.
I can eat a lot more than it looks like I can eat.
Okay, I get that.
I think that adds to my mystique.
All right, so 1 to 5.
5.
5. First fiver on the show from the Rook.
This is a great donut.
That's crazy. That is bananas high score.
Now here's what I'll say. This is the kind of I rate a lot of movies, right? So I feel like I've got my rating system pretty fine-tuned at this point.
Okay.
This is a 5-star donut. But there's certain movies that you can only watch
once.
Yeah, and you can't ever watch them again, or you can't watch them again for a long time after that. This donut's like that.
I agree with that.
This donut is like an amazing donut, but you can only have like 1 or 2 a year.
I'm gonna see an M&M donut later in life and be like, but probably not get it. Because it's bothering me how much sugar I've just ingested. All right, 1 to 5. 5? Absolutely not. It's 2-3 for me. Yeah, 2-3. 2-3.
What are the things that you rate your donuts on?
Yeah, I mean, so texture and then the sugar content is just so high for me. It's a novelty donut. 2-3. We got 5. I love that you gave a 5 for it. But Jay Light, what do you got coming out?
My album, Good Guy with a Gun, either will be out or is coming out soon. You can find out which happens, depending on how this edit goes, on my website. My website, jlightcomedy.com. Follow me on social media @DietJ, and listen and subscribe to my podcast, Blockbusting, which you can get wherever you get podcasts.
Spotify, iTunes, other places that do podcasts.
Podbean.
Follow the guy. He's
Laughable.
a hilarious guy. But either way,
Stitcher.
Glazed and Reviewed. We're out. Woo! Have a good one, guys.